We have Hidden Eye on the Earth Spirit, that's a rock down. Skio on the Weaver. Amphetamine on the Lich, and Lapage on the Invoker. On the Dire side, we have Make My Dreams on the Riki. Cool Riki set, I've got that one. Al Shaib on the Husker. We have Malcolm Tucker on the Shadow Shaman. Big Wide-Eyed Face on Nature's Prophet, and Perfect Dream Love Heart on the Lion. As we see Treants already on the way to the rune spots sent out by the Prophet. And they have 2 couriers. I bet they feel a bit silly now. Oh well. Shit happens, right? 2 couriers. So Riki saying Invis, got the level 1 Invis. You don't really want to fight up against Husker. He is really tanky, even though Spirit Break himself is tanky. But these 3 Burning Spear stacks already, it's going to take him down to like half health. Not really something you want to have to do. Have we got duelings going on at the moment? Nice could be. His Lion puts down a fairly aggressive one, and GG is called already by Weaver. I tell you, this is not a GG sort of game, as we see rotations from Earthspirit up into the top lane. So it's going to be a solo safe lane Weaver up against an off lane Lion. Interesting, very interesting. And we have this aggressive trialing coming up from these 3 heroes up against Shadow Shaman and Riki. Pretty interesting. We've got Jungle's Nature's Prophet, and in the mid lane we're going to have an Invoker up against an Husker. Interesting, we see some action in the top lane already. The slow onto the Shadow Shaman, gets hit with that Frost Blast, but Lich getting kicked back by the Earth Spirit. Is this Earth Spirit trolling at the moment or something? Okay, I don't really know what happened there, but some health was traded between the teams. So Invoker can be fairly good against Husker if you can lock him down and get the pure damage from the Sunstrike, which can be very instrumental against killing Husker's high magic resistance when he's on low health, as I'm sure we're all aware of. This is Spirit going back, catch the wave maybe. But this matchup here could be fairly interesting. I mean, Lion, with some levels and stuff, can be a real issue. I guess fast level 6, you know, mana drain the Weaver fairly quickly. I guess Weaver just goes invis though. We're at 57 base damage, I guess up against the 66. I feel like Weaver should just about win this, but he has to be very careful because there is a fair amount of new damage coming out from the line. Weaver goes underneath the tower, but actually evades the attack in the end. Pinks, they're charging onto the Shadow Shaman. Is this going to be first blood at the moment? We've got to wait for this Earth Spirit. Kicks the Lich forward. Interesting, you might want to have used a Remnant because that goes much further, but we see in the bottom lane the Weaver gets the first blood onto the Lion, and also the Shadow Shaman goes down as well. Riki now chasing after someone. He's trying to get a kill, but he's just going to do a lot of Orb of Venom damage at the moment. The Treant TP's in at the moment, tries to find the Spirit Breaker. He's got to charge away. He can go to a different lane if he wants to. The Spirit, I'm not sure if he really knows what he's doing here at the moment. Kicks the Nature's Prophet. You really just want to kick your Remnants at the moment, but they get the kill on the Nature's Prophet. As the Shadow Shaman comes in, shackles onto the Lich. They do finally get the Earth Spirit. That was Riki getting the kill there. Is this going to be it for now? Lich very low, but does have the mana for. Here comes the Sunstrike, lands on the Riki, but they can't see him at the moment. There's no detection, so Riki gonna try and go on this Lich, I think, at the moment. Uses a smoke screen, but it doesn't actually silence anyone at the moment. Riki takes the nuke damage. He's not going to go in for it for a little while here, and he does go down. Shadow Shaman also getting the kill on the Lich, though. So kind of a 1-for-1 trade, but Riki, the main carry, does go down. Action-packed top lane already. Unfortunately, that smoke screen didn't quite land in the right place. That's very interesting. Invoker got to be really careful here. If he gets a few more burning spears, he's pretty speedy. He's also got that Quaz to heal himself up. So 4 for 2 now. This Weaver, he's doing alright for himself at the moment. Hasn't gone for the boots, but he's got that Ring of Health now, so he's pretty sustainable. Level 5 up against the level 4 of the Lion, because Lion was the first blood target. So we've got that good injection of gold. Moving back to this top lane, Spirit Breaker charging on the Shadow Shaman from back from base. We're going to follow him as he rolls in the top lane here at the moment. What are we going to see? There's a nuke thrown onto the Shadow Shaman. Here comes the Earth Spirit. Does he know what he needs to do at the moment? You know, he's just going to right-click people down. Doesn't really matter. They get the kill. Riki can't really do anything there. Maybe could lay down a smoke screen, but I think that would have been the Shadow Shaman's death anyway. This is very aggressive tri lane. It's actually working out very well. Yeah, I get this feeling this Earth Spirit doesn't really know what he's doing. But that's okay, gotta learn somehow I guess. Just is it a rank? I can't remember if it's a rank game or not, let me check. No, it wasn't a rank game, so fair enough, try out a new hero and stuff. So we look over here, Spirit Breaker being harassed by the Husker, who had a DD, but this means Spirit Breaker charging down the mid lane as the Weaver does fall. The rotation in from the Shadow Shaman and the Nature's Prophet. Just missed that Weaver kill. So where did Spirit Breaker go? Okay, he stopped off there. So that's the rotation. This does leave Riki on his own. Pretty vulnerable. Is there detection though? Spirit does have that sentry and puts it down straight away. As they're being quite aggressive, you can put that quite far forward. Throws down another rock. I don't really know what's going to achieve. Oh, they can see him at the moment. You've got to get that stun in. Oh, Spirit missing the stun. Unfortunately, I think Riki is he going to fall? He's still in sentry range. If he ran up, he might have been able to survive. That's a killing spree for Spirit Breaker now. He's definitely storming ahead at the moment. It's Weaver. Is he going to try and chase after someone? That was a blind Earth Spike. Thrown out from the Lion. Prophet deciding not to go bottom, actually just comes top. Looks like he's going for the very fast Dagon build, which is interesting. So we have two heroes for the Dire now. Try and stop this Weaver getting that farm. He's got Ring of Aquila, Ring of Health. So lots of rings for those many legs of his. He's an insect, so he's got 6 of those legs. Riki, gotta be careful here at the moment. He's got his own sentry, so I put that down and dewarded. And there's no more sentries on the Radiant side for now, as we see in the bottom lane. There's some action going on. Shadow Shaman being the one gone on, probably by the Spirit Breaker, and the Weaver runs him through. TP in from the Nature's Prophet, tries to trap someone with the trees, but nope. Not going to manage that with the Sprout ability, and Weaver's just going to run himself away. Does he keep on to go in for this? No, he's just going to try and get some CS if he can there. As we see an Invis Huskar, this could be dangerous for the Spirit Breaker. There's the Hex onto the Weaver. The Weaver now going to get stun locked down as well. There's the Sprout, but Spirit Breaker charging through. And the time lapse from Weaver, I mean, he's going to get out of that Sprout. So that Invis on the Huskar not really paying off at the moment. He's pretty low. He's pretty susceptible to the Weaver's physical damage. Got 2 levels of Germinate attack, so every 5 seconds he gets an extra attack. This Lich doing nearly level 6. Riki himself nearly about to pick up the level 6 as Shadow Shaman once again in a lot of trouble. That Order Venom doing some damage, but Shadow Shaman uses the Salve and the Sprout just in time. They're going to lock down the Spirit Breaker underneath the tower. He's taking a lot of right click damage. I don't know why the Shadow Shaman didn't keep that channeling at the moment. Spirit Breaker, this is a tower hit coming through. I think it's going to kill him off. No, it doesn't. He's got 5 hit points. Crazy stuff there. As we see a Sprout come in from the Nature's Prophet after he teleported in, and the right clicking down on the Evoker. That's going to secure him another kill. So he's getting pretty close to that Dagon actually. Just that blank Dagon.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
So that was a pretty interesting fight there. Shadow Shaman seemed to cancel his shackles really early on. Maybe he's afraid of the Sunstrike or something. Stun onto the Weaver, the Finger of Death. He needs to hex him. Not in time. The Weaver manages to get the time lapse out and turns on the offensive. Lion in a lot of trouble now. One more right click with the Germinate. Yeah, this is going to be a kill. It's a fish who's really invisible and moving fast. Looks like it is actually moving through water. So yeah, this Weaver doing very good up against the Lion at the moment. Shadow Shaman rotating in, gets the Hex onto the Weaver, and he's shackled up. So he's taking a lot of right click damage, but he's going to get out of this fine. It was only the creeps. Nature's Prophet didn't quite TP into the right place. He TP'd, well, too aggressively, really. I mean, Weaver's going to get out. He's got his Perseverance to heal himself up if he needs to, and he's going to find a DD as well. Denying that to someone on the Dire side. Spirit Breaker charging through onto the Riki. They can't see him, though, after the charge effect kind of wears off. Remember, Lion used his finger to no avail earlier on, so he doesn't have that for this fight now. So far this Earth Spirit likes to just place rocks. He likes decorating the ground, as we see. Spirit Breaker charging into the... where is he going? He's going the bot lane onto the Shadow Shaman, who does have his Serpent Wards at the moment. This Spirit Breaker is going to go here.
Bottom tower is under siege. Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's got a message through.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
So what's this Spirit Breaker? Oh, the walls were thrown down. I don't know if they managed to trap him or not. Nature's Prophet uses the Sprout, trying to capture the Spirit Breaker. He's pretty tanky as well. That Sunstrike comes through onto Nature's Prophet, but it's not going to lead to anything. As the Nature's Prophet does have that finished Dagon and uses it to kill steal. Nice. Riki gonna look for a kill at the moment. Goes onto the Lich. Got the backstab. Gonna get some stun. The lockdown onto Lich is there. The kick away from the Earth Spirit. Nicely done there. As this is going to bounce around a lot. Lion very low along with the Riki. That Chain Frost did some significant damage. Shadow Shaman with the Hex. Does the Riki really want to go on this? Where's the Sunstrike? Gets the kill onto Lion. Nicely done there from the Invoker. Dagon again coming in from the Nature's Prophet, but the Spirit Breaker charging through onto the Shadow Shaman. Remember, Riki is now invisible as well. Does he really want to engage on this? He's got to be very careful. Spirit Breaker only level 5, so doesn't have his ultimate. Spirit Breaker, if he got a bash there, Riki would be dead. He needs the bash. There is no bash as Riki goes invisible. He jumps onto this and Huskar flies through. Didn't really need to do that, but it secured the kill anyway. Shadow Shaman getting the last hit.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
But that was a good Sunstrike from the Evoker who picked off the Lion around here.
Bottom tower is under attack. This should be
and also, that Chain Frost, very good. Got some nice bounces there.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Wow, this Invoker, not this Invoker hiding away as we see Huskar get really aggressive. I think he's got a little bit too far here at the moment, trying to chase down the Lich, but it's not going to be enough. Although the Nature's Prophet coming in along with the Burning Spears is enough. Although Prophet in a bit of a dangerous position here at the moment. Where gets the cold, what's it called? Cold Snap on him at the moment. Nature's Prophet now being charged. Spawn trees on top of the cliff, which didn't really do anything, so they're just going to be there for vision. So Nature's Prophet going very aggressive along with the Huskar. I think that was really overcommitted, which cost them a lot. Meanwhile, Weaver happily farming at the moment. Got his treads. Here comes the Earthspike and the Fisher. The finger to finish off the Weaver. Weaver goes down again. Lion getting his own pack for that. Yeah, I'd say less than what he would want out of the lane. So Riki now in the bot lane. He's 2 for 2. Plus 4 assists, getting charged. But he's got backup. What's his Prophet 4 going to do now? He's got his treads. Actually got some move speed. He's going to max out the Dagon. Odds were dropped for this tower. Spirit Breaker hiding in the little wooded area. Here comes the Prophet in. Exactly where Spirit Breaker does get bashed up a little bit there. There comes the Dagon onto the Weaver, but Weaver now invisible. The attacks onto the tower seems to be what's in order. The Sunstrike coming through. Shadow Shaman extremely low, but is surviving for now. Nature's Prophet gets the last hit onto the tower, but at what cost? Weaver uses the time lapse, but he's pretty low on health. But there's no detection. Weaver running away quickly. Riki is pretty slow, yeah. Trying to chase after the Weaver, but Weaver is one pesky fella to try and catch up to. They don't have any vision on the Weaver. So, a good fight there for the Dire. Currently 12 for 11. They've... Okay, that's the first tower for them going down. As we see the Radiant pushing in this top lane. Fortification from the Dire having to come out. But there's some TP support coming in from Riki.
Trust me, I'm a supercomputer and I barely understand what's happening.
This Invoker's also been left on his own to farm up. Got that Midas and has the Yules very, very nearly complete. Spirit Breaker charging on. This is a very action-packed game. Thank you for sending this one in. I don't want to look at the graphs just yet. As we see this charge, Huskar is being so aggressive at the moment as Earth Spirit dies elsewhere, but another great Sunstrike coming in from the Invoker. So 1-for-1 trade, but this Earth Spirit feels like a position 5 at the moment. So it's not the biggest kill in the world. So yeah, if we look at these graphs, XP actually pretty even. Gold going the Radiant's way, which I'm actually quite surprised, but I guess the Invoker and Weaver are pretty farmed. If we look over at their net worth, yeah. And their last hitting on the Radiant, much better at the moment. As Weaver gets the kill, uses the time-lapse, just about dodges that Lion that came in with the haste and the Earthspike. Finger up in 5 seconds, so he's going to be looking for a kill himself. Now as Lich ended the Shadow Shaman. He went down. This Spirit, I don't really know what he's doing in this game. Don't think he does either, oh well. Riki hiding in the invis. The Radiant do have vision down, but not quite where he is at the moment. Spirit Breaker charging in onto the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman does throw down the wards there, and a good ultimate coming out from the Spirit Breaker. Huskar diving in, trying to catch out the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker does finally fall, but a lot of the Radiant, that's a lot more on the Radiant side as well. The Sunstrike onto the Huskar, it's not enough to finish him off. It's a 4-for-1 trade there. Yeah. A lot of heroes going down, and Invoker not part of that fight, does have his Yules. Using the Midas there, but I think this is going to be a tower for the Dire, at least. In fact, Finger was used. Looks like the Earth Spirit managed to get a pretty good ultimate off, but they just couldn't finish anyone off. There's so much nuke damage coming out from the Net Prophet, and the Lion, the Sunstrike onto the Huskar, only making him attack faster. He's fine. Spirit Breaker now charging in from base, but he can't really commit to this unless he gets some backup. Backup in the form of the Lich. Lich does have the Chain Frost in 15, but is Spirit Breaker going to carry on? No, he doesn't even have his ultimate. And now that the Huskar's healed up to half health, he just can't be killed. Oh, the Huskar jumping onto the Invoker, straight away using the dust, but the combo coming out from the Invoker, more than enough to finish off that Huskar, who was a little aggressive there. Magic resistance or not, that Sunstrike does a lot of damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege. Murder spree.
As we see Riki finishing off the Spirit Breaker in the mid lane as the Dire look like they want to push further forward. Serpent wards up, 13 seconds. They can probably just take the mid tower without them and then maybe move on to the next one. Fortification comes up the Radiant. This is their last T1 tower, and a very important one of that is Weaver trying to goes for the deny, but doesn't quite get that. Prophet, more injection of gold to him. He's got the Mithril Hammer. Is that going to be a Deso? Probably. Split pushing as Riki chasing after the Invoker. Invoker in a lot of trouble here. Support comes in from the Nature's Prophet. The Yules himself up at the moment, so he's pretty safe. Although, there's the Lion back up. Sunstrike does connect on the Nature's Prophet. Riki now on a dominating streak. Nearly got that diffuse. He's got that Diffusal Blade now. Shadow Blade Lich. Shadow Blade Lich. Okay, I will be very interested to see how this works out. But maybe it'll work. Maybe he's going for the Silver Edge. I mean, if he goes Silver Edge, that's pretty cool. But I think the Silver Edge would be better on the Spirit Breaker. They're going to finish off the Huskar once again. He's going to go down. Does get the Life Breaker onto the Lich. And also Earth Spirit going down in the mid lane. Oh, this was a wraparound from the Lion. He gets a kill there onto the Lich just with the Ring of Death. He's in a dangerous position. Although there is the backup from Riki. He's got the smoke screen. He uses it on the Weaver. But everyone's still alive at the moment. Nature's Prophet trapping in the Lion actually. Time lapse used from the Weaver as he's just going to skittle away. Scuttling away as the moment. Sunstrike coming through just a little bit early as Lion decides to turn back at the moment. This 2-for-1 trade starting off the moment. Another Sprout catching in the Weaver. This is a pretty good technique. Try and catch him out at the moment. Nature's Prophet is going to probably fall. One more right click from the Weaver. He goes down as well. 3-for-2 at the moment. In fact, I think that was a 3-for-3 actually as Riki gets another kill. Who did Riki kill? The Spirit Breaker. It's a little very disjointed fight there at the moment as Invoker coming back in at the moment. He could be in a little trouble here. There's no mana for Smokescreen. I don't think Riki really wants to go on this. Does he? There's no TP support from Prophet. though. We see, okay, Hex up onto the Lich. They see the Shadow Shaman at the moment. They don't know that Ricky's there. Shadow Shaman might be baiting himself a little bit at the moment. There is mana for Smoke Screen, and here comes the Huskar. Shadow Shaman is going to go down here, but the Invisible on the Invoker actually gets revealed, though. Here comes the Chain Frost bouncing between the neutral creeps. He's going to land on the Huskar, but he's got a lot of magic resistance. It doesn't matter. As he is, the Huskar is picked off by the Earth Spirit, actually. Is that his first kill? No, second kill, but no matter. Sprout up onto the Spirit Breaker. He can't charge away for another 8 seconds as there's plenty of lockdown coming in. Oh, nice dodge with the ultimate. Dodging the Earth Spike, but he's still going to go down. Turned into a fish. And godlike streak now for the Riki. He must be feeling pretty good about himself. Another favourable trade for the Dire side as it's 21 for 25, 20 minutes into this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Yeah, Prophet, go for the death though.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Interesting.
You're really losing now. Well, back to my mad libs. Radiant's bottom tower is under siege. Radiant
Spirit,
have been
DC.
fortified.
Anyway, charge onto Prophet. Is he going to get out of time? Yes.
Radiant's middle tower
Another
is
half
under
second he would have
attack.
been dead, but this leaves the Spirit Breaker in a dangerous position. This level 11 Shadow Shaman walking towards the axe. This Lich is going a very interesting skill build. He's got a lot of stats. Is this like sort of like a right click build? I don't even know. He himself's got a gem. This is truly interesting because I think Ice Armor is so good. Especially you can put it on towers against this sort of pushing lineup. I find it very surprising he's gone for that build. At least skipping the Ice Armor. Radiant side, yeah, in a bit of tricky position as the reconnect from the Earth Spirit. So at least it's a 5v5 now. No disconnect. Riki going for the S and Y. Got the Yasha and Ogre Club now. So that makes him a little bit tankier. Oh no, Spirit Breaker charging it onto the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman is going to try and get down. Oh, it's a big Lich ultimate along with the wombo combo coming from the Invoker. That Deafening Blast finishing off 3 heroes there. In comes the Nature's Prophet trying to do what he can. The ultimate from Spirit Breaker stops him doing anything and locks him down in his track, and that's only the Huskar. Oh, I don't even know if Huskar was part of that. He gets out. So nearly a full team wipe, bringing the score 25 to 25. That was a very good ultimate from the Lich, along with the Deafening Blast and combo from Invoker and the Meatball. I don't even know if the Meatball was there. And this is going to be a push now coming in. What's Weaver going for? He's got the Lincolns. I think this is a very interesting skill build as well from the Earth Spirit. I say he's going for 4 stuff, but I think maxing a Geo is really good. Does a fair bit of damage as well.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You see some aggressive wards from the Dire, which unfortunately not really helping them out at the moment. What about the Radiant? They don't have any wards down, apart from this one here. But both teams fairly blind at the moment. It is dark, it is nighttime.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So the Radiant, they want to keep pushing, but there are only 3. They don't have the Earth Spirit. And Lich, the invisible Lich is here, so Dire want to try and take a fight here at the moment, I think. Riki tried to jump on someone here. Nice to weave it. Got the Lincolns off there. Stops the Sprout, I think it must have been. That's a dominating now for the Lich. Tornado flying through with the Meatball, the Deafening Blast. That's doing some significant damage at the moment. Spirit Breaker uses his ultimate onto the Riki. Riki very low. Gets tried to be healed up by the Huskar at the moment. Here comes the Serpent Wars going down. A lot of heroes on the Dire side, very low. This Earth Spirit ultimate could have done some serious damage as Riki trying to get the kill on the Invoker. Invoker uses himself up. Is he going to get out of this at the moment? I don't think he can. No Ghost Walk for him. And it's a 2 for 3 trade. Serpent Wards did go down though, so not really going to be any pushing. But that's nearly axed now. It's pretty much axed down on the Shadow Shaman. They didn't have Lich, and Spirit Breaker got out. Lion now with the Blink Dagger as well. Oh, okay, Lich got a kill on the Shadow Shaman. Completely missed that. Is he going to go for Silver Edge? I think Silver Edge is good, but I think Silver Edge would be better on Spirit Breaker. But considering Lich is actually getting quite a lot at the moment. Oh no, the wraparound onto the Spirit Breaker, the Sprout in, keeping him there so Riki could right click him down along with this Dagon. Nature's Prophet doing some work here. He's 5 for 5, has died a fair bit. Whose dust was that? Is that the Riki's dust? Yeah, Riki's dust trying to find that invisible Lich. The Spawn comes through onto the Weaver, from the Weaver line, gets a bounce. This could be some very unfortunate bounces, and it was. Although it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade at the moment. And that Weaver in a dangerous position. Time lapse out of the Sprout, so he's going to get himself away. Lincoln's back up in 5 seconds, hides in the trees. I think Riki knows where he is at the moment. Although, oh, nice jukes there from the Weaver. They know where he is. There's the big damage coming out. Huskar flying through the air after using the dust, but in comes the Invoker pushing everyone back. Can the Weaver get out? No, he does not. Everyone very low on the Dire side though. Can Invoker clean up? You don't really want to fight up against the Huskar. Uses the Yaws. Riki now in using the smoke screen on the Invoker. No escape for him. The extra slow plus the S and Y. In fact, he's used all his Diffusal Blade charges now. Good fight there from the Dire.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
What's the Spirit Breaker going for? A very eclectic mix of items in his inventory. As we see here, Lion with that blink. Maybe he just kind of got blown up in that fight.
Fortune's change.
But that's the Axe, the Shadow Shaman. They could go take Roche now. So that's a gem on the Riki. Huskar going for the BKB. They can take Roche now. This should be a fairly simple Roche. Radiant not up for another 10 seconds. I'm sure they can bring it down pretty quickly. They don't have a medallion or anything, but it shouldn't really matter too much. These Serpent Wards, these Ag Serpent Wards, look how much damage they do. 106 damage. I didn't realise they all do different amounts of damage. Or Venom gets dropped, and that's the Ages of Immortal for the Riki. That's where 26 minutes into this game. The first Roshan, 30 to 32. All tier 1 towers gone. A couple of T2s up for both sides. This Axe could be instrumental in this pushing power of the Dire. Huskar hasn't had the best game, but he's got BKB now, which is great against the Invoker. He basically becomes useless, although I believe Sunstrike does go through spell immunity. Is there a gem on the Radiant side? No gem on the Radiant side as they jump onto the Earth Spirit. That smoke screen does a fair amount, but Riki caught out from now. Earth Spirit gets blown up by that level 2 finger. Oh, here comes the... Oh, this is going to be a good... Oh, the Deafening Blast as well. Really good there. The Lich Ultimate did bounce around for a little bit as well. There comes... They're going to try and catch out this Nature's Prophet. I think they'll finish him off here without too much trouble. So that's a 1 for 3. Some real overextension. Yes, they get the Earth Spirit, but he's like not really worth anything because he's too freight at the moment. He's probably lowest on net worth. Yeah, he is lowest on net worth at the moment. Not worth it at all. They used a finger on him after he used his ultimate. Prophet. Yeah. They didn't have wards. I think it was a bit early to push up. Riki definitely wanted a little bit ham there. So he's got his level 2 Diffusal Blade now, so he's got all his charges back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures have been fortified.
Here comes the push out from the Radiant side. Dire can defend in about 5 seconds. They gotta wait for the Shaman probably and the rest of their team. Riki actually wants to go in now. The BK pops straight away from the Huskar. They're gonna block the Spirit Breaker very quickly. Can they get any more though? That is the question. Lincoln's propped onto the Weaver, so he's gonna get out. Didn't get shackled up, but did get fished up. Lich, he is seen. There is that gem somewhere. Gem on the Riki, and we've actually got to be very careful as well. The dust going to slow him down a little bit. Can they still catch up to him though? There is going to be a life break in 5 seconds, but he can just scuttle himself away. Goes underneath the tower, so where he is. Nature's Prophet does have the teleportation in a few seconds, so he might want to try and use that to catch up to the Weaver. But there is no more detection. Using the sorry, I'm just gonna... And the Weaver does get himself out, goes to the side shop and TP's out. Oh, the Riki is invis. He can probably solo the Invoker now, especially with the Diffusal Blade charges he's got. He's just waiting for the Invoker, waiting for the Huskar to come through with the life break. Here it comes. Is he going to use it? No. The Ghost Walk, is it going to be enough? No. Gem on Riki. The Gem seriously playing off, and we see the Nature's Prophet. He picks up a Shadow Blade, so he's just going to be a bit of a split pushing machine at the moment with the Desolator. Then just runs away. Spirit Breaker charge onto the Shadow Shaman. Remember, he's pretty tanky. He's got 1600 health, but this is a dangerous position to be in. They can lock him down, but the TP support coming in from the Nature's Prophet at the moment, but he cancels that. That is not something you want to go in for. So we've got another Perseverance.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
I don't even know what that's going to be.
Money changes hands.
No idea.
Double damage.
So a 1-for-1 trade. I guess getting the Invoker was better considering he's top of the net worth. Yeah, if we look at these graphs, I think the Radiant were well in the lead, but now Dire, they're pulling ahead in both the XP and just about in gold, but it's pretty negligible. Let's be half an hour into this game. So it's Weaver. Yeah, so he's going for that Lotus Orb. Oh, nice. Lincoln's used there and uses the time lapse just to dodge that Lion Earth Spike. Although Spirit Breaker in a lot of trouble, he's going to go down here, but this is a big Lich ultimate. Oh, he doesn't get very many bounces. That's very unfortunate, and that's going to be his death as well. Riki pretty low as well. The Finger of Death coming through onto the Weaver. He's going to burn down. He does burn down to those burning spears. Mana drain up onto the Earth Spirit. He's going down. Only Invoker uses his Meatball Tornado combo along with the Deafening Blast. Gets himself. Looks like it's going to be 2 kills. So Riki wants to try and fight up against him more. Smokescreen not doing too much. Yule's up against him. So Invoker's probably going to be okay. He's got the Cold Snap. No! Riki does get that kill. So it's a 5-man wipe. Everyone on the Radiant side going down. The Shadow Shaman is up, so they can put down these wards and take the mid tower, I think. That's some very sort of a good fight there for the Dire side, and hopefully they can take an objective out of this. Riki now with 3k gold. He got the Ages as well, so yeah, that's why he could go in. That'll be timing out fairly soon. Okay, does he not want to put the... Doesn't even need to put down the walls. Maybe they put them for the next tower, or to save them. Fortification coming out, but I don't think this is going to save it in any way. Do they rotate up to the top lane, maybe? Nature's Prophet doing a bit of that split pushing. So yes, this Lotus Orb, very interesting there from the Weaver. I mean, it's great against the current lineup. I mean, look how many targetable spells there are. I don't know how Blink Strike works, but yeah, all of Lion's abilities, most of Shallow Shaman's, Huskar, and Sprout as well. So very smart move, and the extra armor pretty good. He's tanky against a lot of the right clicks here. Shaman's Invis. They see him. Do they have their own gem? Yeah, they got their own gem. I think they must have picked that up. Lich has got that. So that's Shadow Shaman going down. That's their chance to push. The Lotus Orb being used on the Weaver. Remember that purges the silence as well, if he is silent. So it's a very handy effect. Here comes the Lich ultimate coming through. Only bounces onto the Riki. Didn't quite catch that Lion. BKB on, used by the Huskar. Spirit Breaker charging through. They can't see the Riki at the moment. There's the dust. Does get used. No deaths just yet, unless you're counting the Shadow Shaman earlier. Earth Spirit does finally go down. The Finger of Death being used onto the Invoker, and Burning Spear's doing some serious work at the moment. Nature's Prophet ultimate flies through. Huskar gets lower buyback from the Invoker. Is he going to try and stun strike on someone? Doesn't really need to use that. Nature's Prophet only one alive for the Dire side. It's a 5-man wipe, and only 2 on the Radiant side go down. The Earth Spirit and the Invoker, but the Invoker did buy back. A lot of spell used, but definitely Radiant favoured there. They do lose the top tower though. So Weaver's got some serious net worth to his name now. He needs to go to a damage item now, completely. I don't think... With the Lincolns and Lotus, I think he can feel safe not to have to go for that BKB. He's got the gem. Remember the charge onto the Shadow Shaman. He's the only one alive at the moment. Good timed hex onto the Spirit Breaker, so that doesn't carry off. See, there's not that much damage from the Weaver at the moment, but they still managed to finish him off, no problems. Okay, Lich has got Aghanims at Scepter now. Could be interesting. GG is called from the Shadow Shaman, but this game, I don't think it's over. Glimmer Cape now picked up the line. He's very close to that level 16. Maybe he wants to wait for that level 16 to use his ultimate, but this could be the first set of racks going down. That was the melee racks, so the most important racks. I think the Radiant probably just want to get out of here. Don't worry about the melee one. Riki trying to find something he can. Uses the dust. Doesn't catch anyone. Actually, the dust does catch the Lich, as we see the... Oh, here the Lotus Orb coming into effect, and the Huskar uses the BKB. Huskar does fall down. The Invoker surviving for now. Invoker finally falls down. He's... Obviously, that's a dieback. 100-second respawn timer. Lion also falling. A double kill for the Weaver. This Lotus Orb definitely doing some work. Nature's Prophet in a lot of trouble. He goes down as well. A triple kill. And this is a BKB on the Riki. He's looking for more. Trying to catch out the Lich, but Lich uses the Shadow Blades and gets himself away. They can see him, remember, because there is the gem onto the Lich. 4-star forward. They catch him out as well. Buybacks from Nature's Prophet and the Huskar as well. Can they turn anything around? But it's not really going to lead to anything. Oh, the Nature's Prophet trying to catch out this Lich. Is he going to catch up to him in the end? He's got that he uses the Shadow Blade to try and catch up to the Serpent Wards being thrown down. These are defensive, remember, to try and kill something off. Okay, the Lich does finally go down. That was a Nature's Prophet getting the kill. Spirit Breaker doesn't have anything to deal with that, but that was a bunch of buybacks. They didn't really get anything from it. The Serpent Wards were used, but defensively. But so they lose, well, nearly 2 sets of racks. Well, nearly 1 set of racks. They did get the melee did go down. The important racks. So what's this Spirit Breaker go for? Is he going for Lincolns as well? All these targetable spells. You'd almost think that BKB just might be better. So yeah, that's the Lincolns as well. They're just going to try and save the Weaver. Just throw everything on him to keep him alive. I mean, the Lincolns... Oh, Radiant Courier, where did that die? No. Don't know what happened there. Oh, my bad. So yeah, Roshan is up. So this is only... Well, it's only the second Roshan. Let's Prophet. He's got the gem himself. Farming up the enemy jungle. So Invoker got the axe. Is that the, like, ridiculously low cooldown now? Yeah, 2-second cooldown. Oh, Sunstrike coming onto the Nature's Prophet. Probably just try to keep him back, scare him off a little bit if he has to. Wow, Weaver went straight for the butterfly. I like this. He's 17 for 6. Wow. I like this Weaver. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. Shadow Shaman actually went for the drums. Is this for extra push power? A little bit of stats? I find that a little strange. Maybe I think a blink would have been better, but not too bad. So how this BKB is doing? 9 seconds. 6 seconds. So the Huskar is going for the heart. Is that heart? Or Satanic? I guess he's going heart. Might go heart into Satanic. As the Radiant look like they want to take on this Roshan. Do the Dire know this? They do not have a clue what's going on. They might suspect, but they don't know. So I think this Roshan is going to go for free. Lich finally got some points in Ice Armor, which is great. Slows the attack speed of Roshan and anyone. The Radiant try now Dire coming in, but they're too late. Roshan falls down and Weaver gets that. He's going to be really, really hard to kill now. Like, he's got a Lincoln's, a Lotus Orb, another Lincoln's on his ally, a Butterfly, and the Aegis. Insane stuff, and they can see this going on at the moment. Oh, here comes the Huskar. Use the ultimate, but this Lich ultimate is going to bounce around indefinitely because it is an Axe ultimate. The BKBs, if you don't have a BKB, you're just going to go die. The Invoker's trapped, so he's going to go down. In fact, he gets a double kill. The Lich ultimate still flying through. The BKBs have now worn off. It's so much damage. Ultimate kill going the way, and it looks like it's just a 1v1 at the moment. Huskar trying to fight up against the Weaver. The Weaver has died for the moment, but remember, he had the Aegis. Can the Huskar... Oh, this is going to be a hard fight. He's staying by the Serpent Ward, so there's the extra physical damage. The Weaver doesn't actually have that much physical damage to take on the Huskar. Uses the Lotus Orb and goes invisible. Trying to fight. He can't fight up against the Huskar. 1v1 Huskar is extremely strong, so a 4 for 3 trade. That was already a 4v4. Oh, that Lich ultimate did so much work. So much work. Oh, it's kind of insane. Damn. That must be one of the best Lich ultimates I've ever seen. A couple of reserve awards misplaced here, I think, from the Radiant. No worries. But if the Radiant want to push further, they've got to get through some T2s before they can get to the T3s and racks. So that's probably what they'll be looking for, but no T3 standing on the Radiant side, so the Dire, they can go straight racks. Go straight up high ground if they can win a team fight. And yeah, blink now on the Shadow Shaman. Where was that Sunstrike? I don't know. It's a Lion. What's he going to go for now? If I can get to that level 25, get that nice deafening blast, that'd be pretty cool. How's this Riki doing? 16 for 6. If we bring up kills and deaths, yeah. This Lich has got a lot of kills as well, but Riki and Weaver leading the way. Both with 6 deaths and pretty much equal kills and assists. Spearbreaker charging through now onto the Nature's Prophet, but there's backup in the form of the Riki. Sunstrike comes through, hits on the Nature's Prophet. That's the third of his health going down, but Spearbreaker in a dangerous position. There was too much backup. We were throwing out the money bugs. Spearbreaker's worth nightmare. In fact, the Weaver, he's really high level now. Level 24. If we have a look over these graphs, the Radiant are in the lead after taking a good couple of team fights, but invoke a very scary position a bit. Whoa, don't know what the ultimate was there. Doesn't catch on anyone. Invoker invisible, but they do see him. There is the gem on some hero somewhere. I can't remember which one it is. Earth Spirit does go down. Here comes the Lich ultimate bouncing through. Oh, catches some creeps. Unlucky bounces, but they're still going to keep on going until he gets rid of these oh, no, that was very unfortunate. Does kill off those creeps. So there's 3 down on the Radiant side. Well, there's 2 in that fight. The Earth Spirit and the Invoker. Getting picked off. Who's got the gem? I keep forgetting. I swear it keeps changing hands. Maybe was it? Oh, there was just a sentry down, I think. Oh, Lich just about getting away. Right. 51 all, 43 minutes into this game. You cannot ask for a much closer game. Spearbreaker looks like he's going for an axe. Remember, that goes through BKB and now has a small AoE. It is actually a pretty decent axe upgrade, in my opinion anyway. The Dire are down a racks though. But it's the mid racks. 43 minutes in this game, it's not the biggest deal. Though there's not huge amounts of AoE on the Dire side. How's this Prophet doing? Mystic Staff, I think Hex would be pretty damn good. Though I've got to be careful with all these Lotus Orbs, Lincoln Spheres flying around the place. So Weaver, is he just going hard? He is kind of lacking damage still. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still hitting pretty hard, but I feel like something like even like an AC would be pretty good. If the Radiant smoke up, just these three heroes at the moment, as they look to maybe jump someone who might decide to come farm the spot lane. Huskar now has his heart completed. Okay, 5 heroes down. 5 heroes from the Radiant side. They're trying to push this T2. They need to get this T2. 3 heroes were in smoke, although the smoke's about to wear off, so I think they'll just forget about that for the moment. Do the Dire defend against this, though? Huskar jumping in straight away, going on the Earth Spirit, uses the BKB. Weaver, though, right-clicking up against the Huskar. He could definitely do this now. He definitely has, with the Butterfly and the backup as well. Lincoln Sphere being used, but he does still get hexed up. Here comes the Lich Ultimate flying through. 2 heroes straight away dead on the Dire side. Radiant gonna be more than happy with that trade. The Huskar dived very deep and didn't really have the backup of his team. Must have been some miscommunication here as Nature's Prophet in the backline trying to draw the creep wave away. He's just going to TP himself at the moment. Oh, the tornado flying through. Doesn't quite catch him though, but does stall up the Radiant side for now.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege. Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, bottom tower does fall down. So it looks like it's got to be a heart for the Weaver. And it did look like he had enough damage, to be fair. But yeah, I think an AC would be pretty cool. Huskar forced to buy back now as the Radiant trying to breach high ground for the 2nd time now. Lotus Orb onto the Weaver, just trying to keep himself safe for now as he pushes onto this high tower. Lincoln's down. 7 seconds here now. He's taking some right-click damage, but a lot of missed chances coming up from the Nature's Prophet. The Tornado, along with the Meteor and the Deafening Blast, is doing a lot of damage. Riki, though, got the BKB. He's trying to go after the Lich, but Lich doesn't have mana for the ultimate, so it's going to be a kill, but is it really the best kill he can get? So he's going to have to scuttle back to his tower if he can, but the right-click is coming out from Weaver, and the Cold Snap makes him go down and drops the gem as well. Riki has to buy back straight away. Only the Lich on the Radiant side has fallen, and Lion died somewhere as well. That was Invoker killing off the Lion with his combo. Was Radiant actually still fairly healthy? The Nature's Prophet going in really deep here. Shallow Shaman uses the Shackle Shot, didn't get down the wards though, so even though they get the Riki here, he is trapped up at the moment, needs to get the time lapse off, does get the time lapse, but time lapse into the smoke cloud at the moment. He's got to try and run away. Can he get out? No. Weaver does go down. That's a big kill. Spirit Breaker looks like he was going to try and charge in here. Lincoln gets popped with the Hex. And the Dire do defend their base, but fairly costly. There were some buybacks. There was a Scythe of Ice now on the Prophet.
Quick sprint.
So Prophet buys another gem. So where are the gems? Gem on Prophet and a gem on the Riki. There's also a gem on the Invoker and a refresher now.
Murder spree.
Okay.
Make a fine.
Prophet can definitely solo kill the Earth Spirit now. Riki looking for some sort of kill maybe on the Lich. Lich decides to play it safe. Well, there's so many freaking gems around the place. Going Invis maybe isn't the safest thing. Spirit Breaker now charging. No. Cancel. Man, that Invoker is fast with the boost of travel and the Yules. 420 move speed, nearly at max move speed. How's Roshan? Roshan is up, and this is a cheese. Very important for when you want to push high ground. And the Dire actually hiding in wait at the moment. Could they spring the trap here at the Husk? Are they going to find him? Yeah, Weaver getting trap popped there, and no, Lincoln's doesn't. Right, Lincoln's being used, no low sword, but here comes the Lich ultimate, bouncing through, doing some serious work. There's no creeps to soak up the damage at the moment. Deafening Blast flying through, a lot of the Radiant very low at the moment. Shadow Shaman also low, along with the Lich. Earthspit going to try and catch up to someone at the moment. Nature's Prophet hexes up the Invoker, but he's on his own at the moment. Can he finish off the Lich? I don't think he can, as Nature's Prophet goes, uses the Shadow Blade and runs away. So actually, the only Oscar was the one that died there. So only one dead on the Dire side. Taking the score to 56 at 55. Nature's Prophet ultimate flying through. Is he going to catch on anyone? No, Lich is invisible. So he'll be fine. As Weaver looks to take up and soak up this money and experience. So what's Weaver's next item? It's Aegis. I still think like an AC would be pretty good, or you could just go like straight damage with like a Daedalus. So there's at least one gem on each side, 2 on the Dire, I think. So it's going to be a BKB for Spirit Breaker maybe. So yeah, this Lich kind of seemed to scrap the idea of going like a Battle Lich build. Nature's Prophet invisible, in fact, there's a gem on Weaver. Gotta remember that. As Invoker runs in very quickly, he'd be like to get his level 25 as Nature's Prophet scouts us out with some trees. So both sides know that Roche is happening and know what's going on. Bugs flying out onto the trees. That should give them some vision. What can they see? They actually can't see too much at the moment. So Roshan kind of taken down without too much of an issue. So Aegis picked up by the Invoker. Who took the cheese? Weaver took the cheese, dropped the gem, and gave the gem to Lich. But Prophet doing Prophet things and doing some split pushing. I don't really know why the Radiant were smoked up. I don't really know why they're going down the mid lane. They're going to try and wrap around and pick someone off. Oh, Lion looks like he could be a little bit AFK there, not paying too much attention here as the Weaver going in, trying to right click at the moment. There's the Husker. Here comes the Chain Frost, actually not doing much work at the moment, unfortunately. Lion does go down, but so does the Spirit Breaker. I think that was Nature's Prophet doing some serious work here. They can see the Lich because of the gem on the Prophet. Invoker tries to get his combo off. The BKBs are doing some work here at the moment. Invoker using himself up into the air. Weaver now trying to do what he can at the moment. The Lotus Orb did do something there, but there's the Aegis being used onto the Invoker. This is a very dangerous situation for the Radiant side. They are not happy with how this is going, and I think it could be a full team wipe as Invoker, the last one standing, hiding in the tree line. He's trying to TP out. Boots of Travels are going to save him, so it's not a full 5-man wipe, but it is a very successful hold for the Dire there. They'll be more than happy with that. Nicely done there, and that's an MKB for the Nature's Prophet, so he can hit really hard, and they can. The only buyback is on Lich. This is at least one set of racks, I think. Invoker can try and do what he can, throw out the Tornado. Oh, Hex onto the melee creep, and not onto the Invoker, unfortunately. There's the Deafening Blast, that level 25 Deafening Blast. Remember, he's got Refresher actually. He can use the Refresher if he needs to. Spirit back up now. I feel like they should be able to get at least a barracks, but Invoker can be really annoying here. Taking Nature's Prophet very low, uses the Tornado with the Refresher, and there's the Meteor again, along with the Deafening Blast, finishing off the Nature's Prophet. No problem at all. Riki used the BKB, but he's going to have to try and get out. Now got 2 gems on him. Backs off. And nicely played there from Invoker. He's been playing very, very well this game. And instead of being a Rax, which I was sure it was going to be, it was only a tier 3 tower, so you know, more than happy with that. Well played, Invoker.
Money changes hands.
And he goes for a blink. Remember, that was a Refresher used though, so he doesn't have like huge team fight just yet. plan now? Was the cheese eaten? Weaver did eat the cheese. He still needs some like serious damage now. He's just not hitting hard enough, I don't think. I mean, for their position 1 anyway.
Alms for the dead.
Okay, there's no smokes, they're just gonna go as 5. They don't want to go mid, they need to try and get another objective. Probably this bottom lane, as they did have some damage and there's no tier 3. But the Radiant... the Dire know exactly where the Radiant are now because of this nice ward here. I think that was Nature's Prophet ward. So I don't really know why they're down the mid lane. They can't really achieve anything here. They have to... I mean, they really just have to go back and push in the other lanes. They just... they push in the mid lane, so there's no backdoor regen. Silly me! Hex onto the Spirit Break, but actually only captures a creep with the Shackle Shot. Here comes the Meteor coming through. The Deafening Blast hitting on a lot of heroes. That did a lot of damage. Self-Yours, try to keep himself for the moment. Here comes we with the right clicks, but like I said, his right clicks aren't really doing enough at the moment, so only the Spirit Breaker going down on the Radiant side at the moment. Invoker in a danger position. He goes down as well. Double kill for the Riki. Riki now trying to chase after other heroes at the moment. In jumps the Earth Spirit. He's probably dead at the moment. Weaver low on health, right click, damn it, right click, comes the backup from the Nature's Prophet, does sprout himself, but no mana. Once again, a successful defense from the Dire side. Only the Shadow Shaman, I don't even know if that was a dieback, but because his respawn timer seems really high, but he survives. Nicely done. There's Prophet, gonna move to the top lane and just split push away. So yeah, the Radiant, they feel like they were in the lead. They were in the lead for so much that they kept trying to push high ground when they weren't quite ready. They didn't have the Aegis, they didn't have the Refresher, they didn't have that sort of stuff, and Invoker is forced to buy back here to try and defend against this push that is inevitably going to come out from the Dire side. In fact, Riki is just going to walk up onto the high ground, see what's going on. Where's the Shadow Shaman? Shadow Shaman is dead. Still for 60 seconds, but so's... there's the BB coming out from Lich, but there's just too much right-click damage. That is a lot of damage from the Nature's Prophet. He hexes up the Invoker. Invoker caught just right by his base. He really wants to get up onto the high ground. Self-fuels. Will he get there in time before he dies? Uses the Tornado, and he's safety back to base. Use the EMP now, burning off the mana of the Invoker. It's a replay glitch. Nicely done there, but that is a Rex going down for the Radiance, the Dire side, evening this game up in terms of mega creeps, well, super creeps. It's Prophet with the Desolator. He's got a lot of right-click damage. Charge coming in onto the Riki, the big Deafening Blast. There's the double Deafening Blast, double Meteor as well. There's so much magical damage. They're going to try and fight up against the Huskar, who is currently disarmed, but now jumps on to the Invoker. Invoker uses up the Huskar, and that was just a T3. Spirit Breaker now charging through. He's got that Acronym Scepter, so that ultimate does some serious damage. The Hex, coming out from the Nature's Prophet. Right clicks now from the Riki. He does manage to get off the ultimate, but not to no avail. On the right hand side we see the Huskar fighting up against the Weaver. Weaver got a lot of stacks of these burning spears. He is going to survive for now, but he's going to have to time-lapse himself away. Is there a gem? Are they going to be able to see him? They do. There is a gem onto the Riki. There is also a gem on the floor. They're trying to chase after this Weaver. Can they catch up to him? Lotus Orb on him in the moment. Uses it just in time. Buyback from the Invoker, the Nature's Prophet even. He TPs in and gets the kill onto the Earthspear. Well, it was Riki getting the last hit. So that's 3 down. That was a dieback from the Invoker. Only the Weaver and the Lich alive. Weaver stuck. Nice cancellation there using the Lich ultimate. The Chain Frost. There comes. Throw down the Serpent Wards there next to the Rex, so they can use that if they need to. Where's the Lich? Okay, Lich. The ultimate is still flying around. You've got to be very careful. It gets a kill. It's a double kill. And this is going to do a triple kill. This Aghanim's Lich ultimate is so good throughout this entire game. And Weaver finishes off the Prophet. Huskar buys back, TPs into the top lane with the Boots of Travel onto his creep, trying to fight up against the Weaver. The Weaver can just go invisible and run away. That is the Ranger Axe going down, but only the Ranger Axe, so really, it's not the biggest of deals in the world, but Huskar now right-clicking down this melee barracks. If they can get this Rax advantage, they can. As this is a big dire creep wave. There's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 range creeps. I think the bottom T3 tower will go down if they can't do anything about it. And the melee barracks destroyed by the Huskar. So only one set of racks left for the Radiant side. Very close game, 67-68, nearly an hour into this game. 2 sets of racks down for the Radiant side, only 1 set of racks down on the Dire. Here's the damage you're asking for from Weaver, but I still don't think it's going to be enough. Desolators, I feel like, is a more mid-game item. I mean, maybe they're going to be doing some pushing, so it's good against when you're trying to push, but I still think something like, even like a MKB, Daedalus, and like I said, AC I think would be really good as well. Did he just sell that? What did he get? I completely forgot what he just bought. Deso, did he sell it? I guess he decided he didn't want that. He's actually going for a halberd. Pretty smart move. He's going to have a lot of evasion against the right clicks of the Prophet and the Huskar. It gives him a bit of tankiness as well. He doesn't have... Oh, he does have buyback. So he decided to go for the halberd instead of the buyback, which could be costly. As we see... The Silver Edge will disable the passive of Spirit Breaker. That's it. Actually, well, I guess the Germinate passive as well. No more greater bashes for you if you get hit by that Silver Edge. Shumskill. 22 for 9. Oh, the ping's coming out onto the Shadow Shaman. They know he's there. Is he just oh, he's just going to rat this out. Is he just going to blink his way down the tree line? That's another halberd. They just want to disable these people. The BKBs are getting very low now. I think we're down to 5 seconds on both the Huskar and the Riki. As Aegis and Cheese, the 4th Roshan is there. It's the Radiant. They're just going to push down this mid lane. I think they're just going to go for T4s, and the Ancient T4s are actually pretty low as well. They can do this, but it looks like we're going to see Shadow Shaman. He's trying to rat this out at the moment. He's going to... Oh, here comes... can't really backdoor this, but when you put down the wards, you might be able to take out this melee bags for the Radiant. They're just going to push down this mid lane. Is this a base race? This is a base race we've got on our hands, and both teams not TPing back for this. 5v5, both in their own Ancients. That's mega creeps for the Dire side, and this is going to be extremely close. Is there a fortification for the Radiant side? There is no fortification for the Radiant side. They do have Desolators. Both T4 towers are have gone down. Dire's Ancient getting very low at the moment. How about the Aegis? This is a GG call. Someone's going to win this. A Dire Ancient down to 500 hit points. Radiant Ancient down to... No, it's the Dire's. Dire are going to lose. The Dire Ancient does go down. That base race extremely fairly close there, but the T4 towers just went too quickly on the Radiant Dire side, so Radiant win that game. You know, the funny thing is, if they put the wards down on the T4s instead of trying to get the megas, they probably would have won that game. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 70 for 70 kills or something like that, just under 70 I think each. That was a rather extraordinary game. And those, I just can't get over those Lich ultimates with the Aghanims. The Chain Frost bounced so much. But yeah, that was that game. Riki did it pretty well there.